News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, 727-9900 today. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, the Nevada State Governor says that we need to wait and see, and locals gather to wish a community leader happy birthday. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Governor Sisolak may not open up the state at the end of this month. It's Friday, April 17th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, this week, Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman described the city's shutdown as total insanity and urged the governor to expedite reopening the state. But in a news conference Thursday, Governor Steve Sisolak made it clear once again that his top priority is saving human lives.
I can tell you that I spend 24 hours a day. My wife can tell you I don't sleep well anymore, analyzing these decisions. I know it's tough to stay home. I understand that. But it's tougher to have Nevadans die on your watch. I fully understand that. And those are the instances I have to weigh. And I'm putting the lives of my fellow Nevadans ahead of any dollars. And we will open when the time is right. When the experts tell me and the data tells me that it's okay to open, then we're going to do it. And we're going to do it in a manner that's safe. And we'll get to where we need to get to. But for right now, I'm analyzing data. I'm relying on people that are an awful lot smarter than me, like Dr. Pandori, to give me the information that I need. And I will put the safety of our folks ahead of any profit. And people that think you can just say we're going to open back up and suddenly these hotels are going to be filled don't understand how the hotel industry works. So I've also had conversations with their business and community leaders as it relates to that. Some people are more concerned with the business side of this and than the human toll that this virus is taking. The human toll is the most important to me. I am listening, and I will repeat this as many times as you'd like me to medical experts, to my scientific experts, and determining what is in the best interest of this community. I do not know who her experts are. You can see one of my experts here. You know who my experts are on my medical advisory team. It's all been made public, it's all posted. And I will stack up my medical experts against anybody else that's putting together a team that's going to decide when we should open. I was elected to represent all the citizens, all the folks in the state of Nevada, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, for the past several weeks, the Nye County School District has monitored the number of positive COVID-19 cases in the county and evaluated the need for continued closures of schools, district offices, and facilities. The difficult yet necessary decision was made to remain closed through at least April 30th. This decision is in compliance with Governor Steve Sisolak's stay-at-home directive issued April 1st. The closures apply to all Nye County School District buildings and facilities, to all employees and the public. Well, Nye County Sheriff's Office Detective Bryan Cooper is now at home, where he continues to recover from his injuries. Y'all recall that Cooper was shot several times by Matthew Moore at a home on Warehouse Road, March 25th. Moore was shot and killed by a fellow officer. Dozens of law enforcement officers were on hand Wednesday as Detective Cooper left University Medical Center in Las Vegas. And in a video posted to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, he thanked everyone for their love and support.
Everybody, I'm finally home. I just want to say thank you for everyone that supported me and gave me calls and supported my wife and my family. It's unbelievable the amount of people that come together and that come together for me and to support me and my family. And it's crazy how big my family gets when you see everybody here. And you know, I've heard of it and seen of it, but it's really overwhelming, all the support. And I thank everybody and love everybody.
One of Cooper's favorite places to eat, Red Sky Barbecue, had a meal delivered to the detective and his family, thanks to Quality Science, who picked up and delivered the meal. Welcome home once again, Detective Bryan Cooper. We'll return with more news after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing.
Welcome back. Lawmakers are at an impasse over funding for small business loans. 22 million Americans have filed for unemployment in the last 4 weeks, and the government's Paycheck Protection Program is out of money. Angela Miles has the details.
Topping our news, the Senate is off today. Lawmakers resume work on Monday after coming to an impasse over funding for small business loans. Senate Leader Mitch McConnell is calling for $250 billion more. Democrats want to add $100 billion to that for hospitals and $150 billion for states to cover food assistance. Taking a look at the latest economic news, 5.2 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week. That brings the total to 22 million for the last 4 weeks and wipes out nearly all of the job gains since the Great Recession of 2009. New home construction collapsed by 22%. The Philly Fed Manufacturing Index fell to a negative 56.6. And the government's Paycheck Protection Program is out of money after small business owners tapped into $349 billion.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks, Angela. Well, there's no question that the state of Nevada is suffering economically due to the shutdown caused by COVID-19. The governor's stay-at-home order is affecting nearly everyone, and thousands have lost their jobs. Greg Hafen is the Nevada Assemblyman who represents Pahrump and most of Nye County. He says legislatures are in constant contact with the governor and that they are already laying the groundwork for reopening the state.
The legislature has been having conference calls multiple times per day, and we've been trying to reach out to different business communities, business organizations, associations, small businesses, to come up with a plan to reopen Nevada. As we saw yesterday, the president has given the go-ahead for the governors to start phasing in reopening America, and I'm looking forward to reopening Nevada. We are working on our plan, and hopefully it'll be sooner than later. Nevada's done a great job. The numbers could have been much worse. We've been doing great on our social distancing, staying home. We need to continue it for another couple of weeks, it looks like, and then we can start phasing in the reopening of Nevada. Originally, we thought that the older population would be more vulnerable, but we're finding that the younger generation is just as vulnerable, and so it's important for everybody to practice social distancing. And actually, what we've seen is in the rural parts of Nevada, we've actually had less cases. People have done a good job, and a lot of the smaller towns have 0 cases, which is good. And so hopefully our governor will take that into consideration and allow us to open up rural Nevada before we open up Las Vegas and Reno. Nye County has done an excellent job. There are updates literally twice a day. You can go on their website, nyecounty.net. A lot of great information. They're updating the number of positive cases, the number of recovered. Great resource. I have to thank them. They've done an excellent job. And I know that they're talking on a daily basis, every single day, 7 days a week. And I also have to commend our sheriff department, our emergency services, and our healthcare professionals. They've all done an excellent job in protecting our community.
Well, in these days of social distancing, people are coming up with new ways to celebrate while remaining at least 6 feet apart. Greg's grandfather, Tim Hafen, celebrated his 88th birthday today. Inspired by trends on social media, Greg helped organize a drive-by birthday celebration for his grandfather.
Today is my grandfather's 88th birthday, and since we're all social distancing and kind of on lockdown right now, we did a drive-by parade and had a bunch of cars come by and just wish them happy birthday, honk their horns. Social media, we had kind of seen other people doing this for cousins and friends, and so thought it was a great idea, and we wanted to do something special for him. It's his 88th birthday, and so we just kind of made some phone calls, sent out some text messages, and had some people come on by.
Happy birthday, Tim, from Jesse and Mary.
Happy 88th. Happy birthday, darling. We love you. Fred and Mary Lou.
How you feeling, Tim?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, happy birthday, 88, huh?
Thank you very much. Yes, 88.
I think you had about 88 cars, huh?
At least.
Papa Tim, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tim, and happy birthday to everybody who's having their birthdays right now. I also heard that's Ron Frazier's birthday today, so happy birthday to Ron. Well, the Nevada CASA Association announces Nevada faces a critical shortage of volunteer court-appointed special advocates to serve as the voices for children in the foster care system, with a direct correlation linking economic hardship with incidents of child abuse and neglect. New CASA volunteers are urgently needed. A CASA is a trained volunteer sworn in and appointed to a specific case by a family court judge. CASA volunteers advocate on behalf of the children's physical, educational, medical, emotional, and social needs. CASA volunteers research information and talk to everyone involved in the children's lives. Each CASA spends approximately 8 to 10 hours each month on their case and have contact with social workers, attorneys, parents, teachers, family members, foster parents, health professionals, and of course the children themselves. Go to nvcasa.org to get involved. Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office Academy Class 01P 2020 is now in session. The class, taking place in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, presents some challenges for future deputies, but Captain David Boruchowitz says the academy must go on as scheduled.
Due to staffing levels and the desperate need for bodies on the street, the Nye County Sheriff's Office must keep the academy class on schedule despite the concerns and risks of COVID-19. Recruits start each morning by cleaning and disinfecting the classroom, and this cleaning regimen continues throughout the day. Recruits' temperatures are taken and logged. Anytime there is close quarter interaction, PPE is donned to minimize the risk. Much like doctors and nurses working on their patients, the recruits put on eye protection and masks during their inspection when it is inevitable that a TAC officer will be in close quarters to them.
The academy began much like any other, with the introduction of command staff and the dreaded first inspection.
Attention! Call them to attention!
Throughout the academy, a number of modifications will be made to minimize the risk of COVID-19, but Boruchowitz says only so much can be done without compromising the training regimen the recruits must undergo to prepare them for the variety of other risks they'll face one day as Nye County deputies.
So proud of our future deputies. Well, we'll have more from the Nye County Sheriff's Office right after this break.